Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and today we're moving on to mission number 9, Concrete Beach. A tropical paradise assumed to be sinking and unusable, turned into a flourishing archipelago thanks to El Presidente's ingenious idea of mixing oil and tourism. Although exploiting miles of pristine beachfront, Sunny Flowers wants support for her seal-saving endeavor. Okay, so of course, this is going to be sort of like exploring the contrast of industrialization and, I'm not sure exactly what you would call this. Environmentalism. Okay, so it's going to be, I think at least, focused on these two factions. I've done like the first couple of minutes of it, but I definitely wanted to come back through and start this mission over. So, let's get into it.
We all know that oil and water do not mix, Presidente, but mixing oil and tourists was untested until necessity and genius collided at the Cayo de Gasolina Submarina. Do you remember that drowning island? Some blamed global warming, while others blamed those who blamed global warming. But all agreed that the island was unusable. Until your titanic intellect smacked into this iceberg of a problem and did not sink. Sand, surf, the sun setting romantically behind the majestic oil platforms. Presidente, I give you the Costa del Petroleo.
Nice. Okay, so if this island is all coastline, then you could say it is made out of beaches. There's so much beauty here to exploit. See how the rainbows form upon the water. It is the finest pollution money can buy. The tourists will flock to give us their money. So all we need to do is have a total of 3 more tourist accommodation buildings, an extra tourist port, and bring in some tourists. So pretty easy. Let's go through and choose all of our constitution topics. We're going to leave this all citizens vote. We're going to change this to pacifist state. Tourism and pacifism go hand in hand. We're also going to go with 0 emissions, just because I don't think we're going to focus too much on industrialization. For separation of powers, let's do true separation. I don't think we're going to need to bully our Tropicans around too much. So let's go ahead and pause this on up, and there's a couple of things that I want to sort of go over. First and foremost is the fact that I want to get rid of this lumber mill, and I want to get rid of the logging camp. Let's see. Yeah, we only have 19 unemployed people, and each... I also have this idea. Previously, I came over here and built a coal mine, and I think that's actually what we're going to do this time as well. So yes, let's set up a coal mine. You know what we could even do? We can do 2 coal mines and an iron mine. Maybe not the iron mine. It'd be really good if we could fit an iron mine in here, because that means that we'd be able to set up some steel production, which might be our only production that we go forward with. It's like just not enough though. Can we get coal anywhere else? Not really. You know what we might do then? We might mine this uranium and set up a nuclear power plant somewhere, and then use this coal and this iron for, what's it called, steel production. And thinking about it, what would we want to put our steel into? You know, we could do a vehicle factory. That could be pretty good. And I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll set up 2 mines to produce for the steel mill, and then the steel mill should be able to supply a vehicle factory with all the steel it needs, and then we'll need like 2 plantations of rubber. And so before committing too much to this plan, let's see if rubber even grows on this island. Yes, we can actually set up a bit of rubber plantations around, maybe on this island. We might make this like a little normal island. I think that is what we're going to do, and then the rest of the island, as much as possible, we'll just set up a bunch of tourism all throughout here and anywhere else that we really can. So, those are our plans for right now. Let's go ahead and get... We could set up a fish farm. That could be pretty good. because this is going to give us, yeah, okay, I'm coming up with all sorts of ideas. I think this is going to be our main little island here. So what I want to do is actually, let's extend a road all the way down through here. Oops. I want to do like as straight a road as possible through here. That works. I'm content with that. Let's demolish up the coconut harvester. We won't need that. The logging camp we could probably demolish, as well as the lumber mill. So we're doing a complete facelift. Everything's going to change. Let's demolish up the fisherman's wharf. And a major thing is that I actually want to make everyone on the island at least well off. If we can help it, we'll try and get as many rich people as possible, but in the very least well off. And so what I want to do is let's relocate the palace to here. Now we should be able to extend a road straight down to the very front of it, and we can build up like a bit of a normal, like Tropican living situation going on here. We can put a high school in to get high school educated people to work on all of the high school education requiring buildings. That could be pretty good. As for a power plant, for now, let's see about setting up simply.
Flying cars have arrived in Tropico. Current flight times are less than a second, but our scientists are working hard on improving that.
I guess we can do this here. And let's extend a road down to here and then up to here. So there's all the mines we're going to need. I want to get rid of this pig ranch, but we'll leave it for now. Now, in terms of food, I actually don't want to produce any of our food on our island, and instead I want to import it all. So getting into it, let's look at imports and see if we can get, we can get stuff like cheese. So let's just sign a huge cheese deal with the Western Powers. That's cool. Canned goods with the Western Powers. I want to mix it at least like 50-50 between each superpower, so neither of them are too upset with us. So let's give the canned goods a bit of time. You know what, we probably should have taken the smallest, what's it called, at least until we can, we should have taken the smallest volume at least until we can get both of the superpowers to sort of like us. Ooh, we have access to Cold War research, which means we can get the customs office, which means that we'll be able to get good import deals. So we'll probably end up canceling this cheese trade deal after a while, but for now we'll leave it. And yeah, that's all looking pretty good to me. Okay. Lots and lots of really cool ideas are coming together in my head. And I want to relocate most of the population away from here. And then we're also going to need some additional buildings. And what I'm thinking is something like this. Then let's demolish up these roads here. And then let's relocate en masse, just a whole bunch of different buildings. Kind of what I'm thinking is we can do something like that. Probably will work well. And then we're also going to need bus garages. I would like to do away with them, but I don't think that we're going to really have any other option besides bus transport for a while. So let's go ahead and move over a bus garage to here. And let's go ahead and move over our restaurant for our well-off population. And let's do something like that. The Teamster's office, let's go ahead and move that on over as well. And we're also going to need a grocery, and I don't think we even start with a grocery, do we? We have to. There's got to be one around here, right? No. Move over the church as well. That seems fine. We're going to need at least some of these tenements, so let's move over one for now. In terms of where it should go, I guess here is fine. Cool. I also want to move over our dock. Oh. We're going to have to wait a little bit for that. Let's demolish up this house. We don't need that. We'll have everyone just live in apartments. Move over the clinic. And then let's set up a bit more roads. So we know exactly what's going on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put the clinic in the wrong spot, honestly, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to there, and then we can just extend these roads down as far as they'll go towards the ocean. Just to help us map out my plans here. I'm content with the way this is all looking. Alright, let's see what is all moved over and what else needs to be moved over. We do have a construction office, so let's move this. Relocate you, and I suppose, honestly, over here is probably good enough. And then we're going to want to bump everyone's budgets up so that they make a well-off wage at least. In terms of research, let's go ahead and research child allowances. Always a pretty big buy whenever you're setting up an island for a well-off population. We also have access to this very nifty TV station, so let's do... Ooh, you know what? Maybe this worked out rather fortuitously, accidentally putting this clinic in the wrong spot. Because what we can do is set up a pretty cool looking little park system around this. I like that. Cool, so things are looking up. And we're going to want bus stations connecting like this little island here to here, and then this island back to here as well, and then even all the way to this island to here. And then to get to work over here, people are going to have to take a boat. Okay, those are more and more of my plans there. We're not going to need a tavern. You know what? We'll keep the tavern, actually. Let's just throw it on over here for now. It's probably fine. This tenement we can probably get away with demolishing. Same thing with this bunkhouse. Can we move this yet? No. We have to wait until this dock, or this freighter leaves. We'll leave this banana plantation. And let's go ahead and set up a second bus station. Second bus garage. And I want to choose sort of like a main road for, what's it called, all of our bus stations to be. And I think we'll choose this one. Maybe, you know what, we'll do this corner. So like these 4 spots here for like the beginning at least. So let's go ahead and throw in a park here. And yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. Now in terms of bus stations, let's do a starting bus stop to, not there, but let's do it to here. No access to this location. How is that possible? How would they have no access to this? The road system works and the building's facing the right way. Maybe it just needs a bit of time to figure out what it's doing. That's pretty annoying though. What about to here? Literally to nowhere else. It's okay, we'll figure out what the issue is with that soon enough. We are producing oil, let's bump up their budgets, and we're going to bump up literally everyone's budgets to the maximum. We could get more guards, but I think it's fine with the number we have currently. Lots of unemployed people, so that means we're going to need more jobs pretty soon. Let's quick build both the mines for now. Max out their budgets. And that all looks good to me. Let's upgrade this power plant. Teamster's office is looking good. Pig Ranch will leave. And yeah, I think that's pretty good for now. We're going to want the dock like here. So let's demolish this all up and figure out how that's going to look soon enough. Okay, so the freighter is leaving. Does this mean I can relocate it now? Yes, now we can. Cool. So let's relocate it to perfect. This is pretty much the exact spot I wanted it. Okay. So now we have almost everyone moved away from this island over here. We have a goat ranch. And let's actually build First off, let's demolish all these roads up. We're not going to need any of them, besides I guess this. And then what I want to do is sort of curve... Ooh, you know what? This could work out perfectly here. Yeah, let's do that. A scenic outlook. Let's just demolish it. Get a road. From here to there to there. It's all looking good. Let's bump up the budgets on all of the beach villas here, as well as this cocktail bar. Cool. And I can relocate this to look more like... I'm thinking that. And instead of a tour office, I'm thinking we demolish this and put a parking deck here if we can fit it. Because the tourists are going to be able to use this. So, sadly we cannot. Maybe we move it over one space. Let's relocate you to here. At least for now, we might end up moving that. Cool, and then a parking deck from here. Parking decks are really ugly, but I think that's okay. Let's see if the efficiency... Beauty increases the efficiency. You know what? We might just do nothing but bus routes, honestly. Because we already have a bus route here. From one of our buildings. It is you. Can we move this yet? Oh, we can. Cool. Okay, so let's move this one to... You know what we could do is here. And then let's relocate this tourist port to here. And then we can relocate all these beach villas to over here as well. Let's relocate this as well. Relocate you. Once all this relocation is done, we'll have a really pretty looking island and everything will function at maximum efficiency. So, better to get it done now than later. Let's do that. I think that's fine. Let's max out the budget there. Those are all maxed out. This is maxed out as well. Can we do upper class? Yeah, we can do upper class. Okay, we have to research it. But we can do upper class here. Let's make this for tourists only. And yes, that's all looking good. Do we even need this substation? I kind of don't think so. Maybe we'll relocate it to here. Maybe we do it right here. How are our numbers looking? Yeah, we had a lot of people that need jobs, so soon enough we will have them. Let's actually go through and just demolish all of this. I don't really need this right now. Literally any of it. Okay. Tourist accommodations. Let's actually set this all up for nothing but rich tourists for the time being. We can do beach villas. I'm kind of thinking we do 2 more like that. And then we could even go through and just like park up literally as much as we can around here. So it looks like we have a space here, then 2 there, so let's do 2 2x1s. We could even do something like this. Then what else are we working with? A singular 1x1. And then another 1x1. Cool, so I like that. And then we're gonna need a second tourist port, so let's get that done now. Kind of thinking we could do this one on this island. This seems like it's getting the most out of what little space we have on this little island here. Let's demolish this all up. And even go so far as to demolish that. And then let's build a straight bridge across this. Okay, I like that. Now with this area we want to set up as much hotels as possible. Ooh, we can fit one here. And then maybe we do one there, and then one as far as we can this way. How many can we fit over here? Can only fit one. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we're going to need something for these tourists over here to enjoy. What I'm kind of thinking is, do we have access to the pool yet? No, the aqua park. That's modern times. That's okay, though. We can set something up like a restaurant for them. And then let's do, perhaps, we could do a fun fair pier, but I kind of want to do a casino. We could also just do a cabaret. Let's do the casino. We don't really have the space for this anywhere. But that's okay. Maybe we can start our first bit of tourism over here with a casino. Cool. So we are going to need electricity to spread over here. So let's look at the electrical grid. No, we don't have enough electricity coming over here. So let's set that up real quick with a very quick substation. Quick build that on up. And yes, that's all looking pretty good to me. So we'll fit in as much like small touristy buildings we can around here. And then we'll park literally the rest of it up like we did this little island here. And we're going to want to change this one to luxury liner because these are all for rich tourists. All of these beach villas, they're all for rich tourists. And so we want rich tourists to show up, and the way to do that is changing this over to luxury liner. So tourists arriving this location are rich, upkeep is increased by 50, passenger capacity is reduced by 60. Cool, so we get child allowances. Let's go into edicts and turn that on.
Do you know what is...
Cool. Things are looking up. We're going to need a grocery. We never had one of those set up, so let's go ahead and do that now. Yeah, I guess here's fine. Cool. So, with just a little bit of time, we should start netting profit. It'll definitely take time. So let's go into ×4 speed. And we need people to come over here and work in this place, get the power plant up and running. We just made 23k. The oil's really good because that's just like less for us to have to really worry about. Just free money. Allow local consumption seems fine. Cool.
I've got a problem, Presidente. Yeah, with those sneaky Reds.
Nice. Right at January 1st. So let's see if we can get an import from the, what's it called? Other superpower. We can import weapons. I mean, we might as well just to make them happy. And that seems fine. Now we will leave this.
Exports, Prez. Who doesn't love exports? Goods.
Okay. Just want to go through and make sure that all of the budgets are up around here. Apartment complex, looking good.
Presidente, I am inspired. I have...
Let's max out the budget there as well. We probably might end up losing money here because we're going to import a bunch of guns. Yeah, we ended up losing a fair bit of money. But next time we'll instantly make around 15k. So that's good. We also had to import all the cheese as well. But that'll be fine. Nice. So now we have all of the tourists showing up. And the cocktail bar is functioning. Hopefully we can get all of the tourists to come visit that. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, it's already got the upgrade. Let's increase the budget on this. Nice.
Not just a vacation, an international incident. Why leave all your troubles behind? Visit the literally breathtaking Cayo de Gasolina Submarina, where every new day comes as a relief.
The literally breathtaking Cayo de Gasolina. That's funny. Do you like it? I wrote it myself. Presidente, I submit to you the world's finest travel brochure. However, I may have accidentally promised some attractions, so perhaps we could build some. We need a fun fair pier, a snorkel bay, and an ancient ruins. And then we need to make some money off of all of this, so that's fine. Tourist ship just showed up. Cool. Let's max out the budget on all of these. And soon enough, we should be making some pretty good money. Let's change all of these to Hotel Camarote. It's going to allow us to fit more people inside of our hotels. Let's put this on the lowest budget. Okay, so I am back.
Ah, Presidente, it is good to see you.
It is good to see you. Okay. I mean, we might end up building another tenement, but I kind of doubt it. We don't really have funds momentarily, so let's give it a bit of time. Yeah, let's stay in ×4. And we just need some electricity. Network 1. So let's see. Yeah, no, our electricity's fine. So we should be good. And yeah, everything should be okay. I kind of do want to move the tenement away. Yeah, let's relocate it now before we never get around to it. The reason I want to move it away is if anyone can afford to live in the apartment, I'd rather them live in the apartment. Real quick, let's see about at least one other thing for tourists. So we have a restaurant. We have this building up here, which is going to be another hotel. We can fit another 2x1 here. Like another 2x1 there. I don't really want to use that spot though. We just might end up using it though. Yeah, we're a bit scuffed for our space. What if we do a cocktail bar here? I think that could go well. Let's do that. So restaurant, cocktail bar, and the restaurant, we'll put it on.
Good day, Presidente. I hope this resplendent morning finds you well, and not crazy, a state that might be inferred from your recent acquisition.
Though not by me, my friend. I too am driven by passion. By a passion. In 2 words, black gold. In 1 word, oil. I pledge my support to your venture for drilling runs in my family. Blood is thicker than water, and oil is thicker than blood. Okay, so we only need a total of a couple more oil rigs, and I guess we have, oh, we do have 2. I didn't even notice that. We also need a funfair pier, which could turn out pretty well, so we'll give it a bit of time and see about setting that on up. This restaurant we want to make for tourists only. We have 1 bus stop here. Let's go to ×1. Let's see about a funfair pier. Let's unlock it in the very least. That's probably fine. And you know what? I don't love the way that I angled this. I should have angled it facing this way. Because now, like, the front of it is kind of like aiming directly into the side of this hotel. So we'll probably relocate that with some time. For the funfair pier, I'm kind of thinking any of these beachfronts, probably this one here, you know, directly facing our oil rig would probably do well. We also have a bit of space out in front of this casino, so let's real quick throw down some parks for that, and that should be okay. Let's demolish up some of these shacks as well. I'd rather not have them sitting around right next to the plantation. I believe there is this. Yeah, so we're gonna need to turn on urban development at some point soon and get down a bunch more housing. That will serve us well, I reckon. Ooh, we could get the freezer upgrade. That could be good. Child allowances levels up. That's nice. Did I ever get the upgrade for our... No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. We need this. More hands, just so everything comes up just a bit quicker. Handful of unemployed jobs. Let's go into ×4 again. Well, I guess a handful of unemployed individuals.
It's you and me, Presidente.
Build a snorkel bay. I kind of plan on doing that either way, so I think that is, yeah, it's one of our things that we need to do. And then up here is the closest, what's it called? Ancient ruins, so we'll make sure to get that down. Where are our workers? Why are they not putting stuff together? They're wandering about. cheese, oil, milk. One of our ranches must be producing milk. Let's look for trade deals. We could do like the small coffee, we could do hides, but that's gonna take forever. Could import some oil or some sugar. Ooh, uranium could be pretty good. Yeah, exports definitely aren't gonna be our strong suit for the rest of this run, so we definitely need everything to get constructed on up. Bota camarote. I wonder if there's like a key binding for the destruction key, demolish key. That would be pretty good because they are throwing these up as fast as I'm destroying them. There we go. That's plenty of tourists showing up. This is now finished. Let's max out the budget. Make it for tourists only. Can we research it is the question. I reckon we should be able to. Yes, cool. And we can switch this to kids menu, which will increase the fee income. Of course, always pretty big to do. And did I ever set up a second bus station? I did. But I didn't set this all up properly. So let's place the ending bus stop. We were going to do this corner here. Annoyingly, we're only going to have access to... No, we should be able to do this. Let's do here. And then the next one... Oh, no. Oh. Let's do the next one here. And then... Is it this one? This one's ending here. So let's do this one all the way down over here. Cool. So that seems fine. Now we just need tourists to show up and spend all their hard-earned money here. Tropico Libre. And then we want this one. Can we research this is the question. Cocktail bar, we'll put it queued up. That'll be nice because we can increase the fee by quite a bit. It'll just take time. And then the casino should be up and running soon. And that'll be quite good. Let's max out the budget. Network balance. How could such a thing be possible? I don't understand. We desperately need this up and running. Tourist only. Why is the electricity down? Do we not have... Oh, we never connected this on up. Well, hopefully we get enough money soon enough to purchase one of these. Yeah, we should right here. Okay. Just one substation right around here should be good enough. Let's do it right here. Let me just quick build that. And that should be all of the electricity that we're going to need. Let's also queue up the casino. Do we not have access to it? We do. Okay, let's queue that up as well. And that'll be pretty good for us. And with our remaining bit of money, let's throw in some parks. Well, real quick, let's relocate you. And let's see about... Yeah, there's absolutely no way we were going to be able to get a, what's it called, up and running, a funfair pier. That's okay though, let's throw in some parks, just so we don't have a bunch of homeless people living in shacks right here. I want to do it like this. Any more parks? Any more park spaces? We do have some bit of space there. Let's try and do a touristy building here. Let's do the souvenir shop if we can afford it. We can. Cool. Let's do a souvenir shop there. And then what about any more remaining parks? We have enough space for a couple, so let's do something like this is what I'm thinking. And I reckon, yeah, one more there. And that's looking like the limitation. So this island's completely finished. This little island here, it's all done. That's pretty cool. Tourist only. Tourist only. How are we doing on workers? Everything's looking good. So next up, with the next bit of money, we'll try and get a fun fair pier. We might have to demolish these parks, but that'll be alright. Let's check the beauty of this little island here. Why is it so red? It's gotta be these oil rigs. Well, we only need 4 oil rigs. We might as well move these, like, way far away. Maybe we'll set, like, this entire area over here around for, a bit of, what's it called? We could fit 2 of these on here. Let's do 1 there, and then how much is it going to cost for more of these? An oil rig, 20k? Jeez, that's a lot of money. But that's fine, so hopefully this sort of helps out with our beauty. A little bit. We're going to have to move these even further away, so we'll try and use like 2 on, I think there's 2 deposits here. We have 1 here, and then we can exploit 1 of these over here. And that should clear up enough beauty to where we'll be alright. How much does it cost for a fun trip here? We don't have enough. We almost have enough. Ooh, that was really close. Ooh. Now we need like another 1,000. I thought we were close. Oh, fun fair pier. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at that. Interesting, interesting. So then we'll have the fun fair pier up and running. That's cool. A substation was destroyed. We need that up and running. Hopefully we do. Or hopefully we don't. We don't. Cool. So we can just leave that for now. Worry about it whenever we have a little bit more money. Make this for tourist only. Let's max out the budget. Meager mementos. Filthy rich. We could do tacky toys. Maybe we should do tacky toys. We finished cocktail bar. Let's try and find this building that I never really use. So it might be... Yeah, I have a feeling that it's in the modern times era. It's just gotta be. No way it's in the Cold War. Souvenir shop. Wow, look at that. Okay. And we're probably gonna want to get the, what's it called as well? Funfair Pier at some point. So let's queue all that up. And look at that, we're making so much money. It's pretty good. We're gonna need yet another bus stop. What I'm kind of thinking is maybe we do... We're gonna need a lot of bus stops. So that's probably what this like entire island's gonna be like our main island's gonna be functioning as, is like just a lot of bus garages. So maybe we do one here. And then one more here. And then we build a new tenement. You know what, let's do, can we do urban development? We can't, not yet. Let's do urban development next though. So that way we can start building up some housing for our population. Now I believe this island is completely used up here. Urban development, turn that on. Now with any bit of money we have, we're going to be spending it on housing. Let's max out the budget here, make it for tourists only, and then we can do extra around once we research it. And we could even do more light as well, once we have a bit more money. Cool, so there's a fair bit of money. With this, let's set up some apartments around. Let's do one here, and then let's do a tenement over here, is what I'm thinking. So if one was to go here, what kind of space is that leaving us with? We could do something like this. And then we can just put 2 2x3s in the center there. Or even like a 3x3. Right? No. We can do a 2x3 in the center and then some 1x1s surrounding it. Cool. It's a nice little park here. I want to get these up and running first. Let's put them both on high priority. Prioritize those, please. And let's actually do this upgrade here, more hands. Now we're looking on jobs. We're looking alright. A lot of homeless families, but hopefully once all this housing goes up, we'll be in a good spot. We could just quick build this, get it out of the way. We could start influencing people towards certain things, but we'll leave it for now. We finished the cocktail bar and we wanted this one to be for the rich population, so let's do upper class here. So only the rich, who are the only ones here anyways, are going to be able to go there. As for this, let's max out their budgets. Let's place a starting bus stop here and an ending bus stop. Why can we not go here? Oh, we already have one here. Let's do it there then. Cool, so we're connecting up these two little spots so you can just hop on a bus and get over there very quickly. And then with the next one, I want to go all the way down to this area here. And then both of these ending bus stops will end up moving them further down. So let's do all the way to here. And what I mean by that is, like, eventually I want to get rid of this plantation, that ranch, and use this for a bunch of touristy buildings, and we'll move the bus stops, these two bus stops, probably to like the middle or something. And let's place the ending bus stop. Thinking here. Cool. So that should be good for us. And let's look at beauty. Yeah. I cannot accept these being here. Let's move them again. This time let's move. Honestly, let's try and exploit. Yeah, we should be able to exploit these two that are really far away. We need just a little bit more money. Come on, tourists, spend your money before the end of the month. Just a little bit more. There we go. That should be fine there.
I'd like to think that we're friends.
Cool, we'll take the 5K. I'd like to think we're friends. Okay. So now, this should go up. 105, perfect. That is ideal. I have 90 there. 105 here. This one's for tourist only. Tourist only here as well. Service quality on this should be up. 69, that's not great. Does this increase service quality? Service quality is decreased. Okay, so we don't want to do that. But then that's filthy rich, so we'll leave it as is. Everything's looking good. I'd say we're gonna make plenty of money here. What we can do is look into setting up a radio station. If we do it... If we did it here, that'd be really good. And it'd be so good that I'm actually willing to relocate this to over here. Can we do it like this? We could if we face them away from each other. And then throw in some parks to sort of decorate up the area a bit. Demolish that. Throw in a 2x1. And another 1x1 going here. Cool. I like that. And with our spare bit of money, we can afford one radio station here. Cool. Reason we want the radio station is the upgrade's going to increase the service quality of all of the buildings within this zone here. And so that's including this cocktail bar, which is why I wanted it not on this island over here, but on this one. Because then all of the rich people wouldn't even want to go to the cocktail bar that's set up for rich people. They'd want to go to this one. So just trying to min-max things as much as possible. Plenty of tourism here. Things are looking good. Did we ever end up researching casino? Not yet. We could probably set up a library at some point as well, just to help get all this stuff researched just that much quicker. Let's max out the budget and let's look at music all day is 5k, so we'll wait a bit of time for that. Another cool 8k coming in. How are we doing on housing and stuff? Homeless families, vacant homes. It's looking pretty close. The poor housing's fine. Probably want some more well-off housing over here. And now we have this nice little bus area for all of our people who need to go to work to come and visit. So very quickly, let's do this. Music all day. Another major benefit of this is that the tourists would rather come to all the stuff that I'm setting up for them instead of like bothering our tourist or like our population over here, right? Like all these tourists want to come to this restaurant, but eventually, hopefully, they'd rather go to the other places, right? And so then we won't set up a radio station for our population. So it'll just be like 5 points lower, but in the very least, we won't have to worry about it. 96 service quality is pretty good. Let's look at the population, unemployed, homeless families. We're probably going to want to do at least one more apartment while we're here. And while we're able, let's get both of these upgrades. Do we have access to a hospital? We do. So we should set up a hospital soon. And you know what? We might focus a bit more on our population for just a little while here. We can get things like our liberty up. We can get things like, what's it called? Crime safety. That just takes some police stations. Pretty easy to pull off. Just little things like that. Make sure that everyone's got a house. We could even electrify all of these. Only 72 megawatts, 3k. Not a whole lot of money. How are we doing in terms of electricity? Yeah, we have the electricity for it, so we probably end up doing that. Let's increase the budget on all of the tenements. Let's increase the budget on all of the apartments. Can we change these to armed caretaker? We can. 63, 65s. Over here, okay. Numbers looking good. Do we have a church? We do have a church. Is it max budget? It is. So with that said, let's set up. What was I gonna set up here? I want to get a library down, so let's just slap that down so we don't need to think about it. Let's do it there. We can throw in some cool parks right here. Do something like that with something like this. That looks fine. So we have like 3 of these city blocks completely finished up. Can we get down a police station? That's my question. We can get down 1. So let's do that here. Cool. Let's go ahead and queue that up for research as well. Having that done will be nice, because then it's just more crime safety all around our little island here. How's Liberty doing is the question. Liberty's doing pretty good. So that's one more thing to gain us some support. Bus garages, want to do more here, maybe some more here, maybe some more over here. We want a lot of them just so that the tourists can take buses everywhere they need to go. We'll leave this on 1 budget lower because, you know, like, it gets pretty expensive. Without doing too much, let's do an academic department. Seems fine. Edicts, let's think about edicts. Is there anything that I particularly want? The right to arms could be good, just some free liberty all over the island, and that goes a long way in terms of keeping rebellion down. Free wheels could be good, kind of expensive and not really like super worth. We don't have like a whole lot of parking decks everywhere. If we did, then free wheels would be good, but parking decks decrease beauty, so don't really want to set those up. Rather just go with the buses. Prohibition, definitely that's a bad one for us at least. What about over here? Happy Meat. Not too important. Social Security could be decent. National Day could be good. And I'm not really seeing anything else. So let's queue up National Day. And then for the first era, I don't think there's anything that I really want. Mandatory siesta could be decent, but nah. Yeah, let's just queue up National Day. Cold War. Let's queue up the customs office as well. Cold War, it's edicts, so that's at the top. National Day, mandatory waste sorting could be good. Maybe, potentially, we'll think about it. Media independence, immigration, labor policy, religion, and state. We could turn labor policy to where people work for the rest of their lives. That could be kind of good. And nothing else that I'm really thinking about. So now, what about a snorkel bay? Let's unlock it, and we need just a little bit of money to place one down. We have enough now, so let's go ahead and get one over here. Cool. And I suppose, honestly, let's see, what else do we have to do? In ancient ruins, let's try and do that right now. Shouldn't be too expensive, I don't think. Yeah, it should be fine. We can just leave this up here, honestly, like, just leave it up here and not really think about it. Or we could do a telepheric station. That could be kind of cool. How far away can they reach is the question. Not too far. What if we bridge from like around here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here, do a little bit of tourism over here, and then telepheric station up. I feel like that would look kind of cool. Then again, we could just keep it simple and do this spot. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. Not enough funds. Oh, you have to pay for both of them? Unlucky. The efficiency of this is probably going to go down for a while.
You put the Earth first and now everyone is happy.
We'll take the 5K. Everyone here is making a well-off wage, so we could just set up a couple of apartment complexes. Maybe like over here. Let's see how possible that is. Ooh, look at this. We have like a pretty nice little area for a couple of buildings. Let's do one here. One here, and then I'm kind of thinking one there, and then we can drag a road down all the way to here, and then can we connect it like that? We can. And that leaves a bit of room for things like another grocery set up around here somewhere. Ooh, you know what? Let's demolish you, and let's put the grocery there instead. One grocery coming up, and that leaves a bit of room for a clinic. Perfect, look at that. So now we got a nice little happy population here. Just need all that to get constructed, and then we'll demolish the tenement. Let's demolish it now, actually. And then we can even go so far as to demolish up this pig ranch. Casino's been researched. Let's start looking for lots of imports for various goods. Can import cars here. Yeah, let's do a cool car import. Let's go over to our casino and change it to double or nothing. Super worth. How's the population doing? Doing good. Residential occupancy in this area is completely full, so let's throw down one more apartment since all the apartments are full. Let's max out the budget here. Can we change this? Not yet, but we can do second shift. That's good. Max out the budget on this grocery.
The citizens are demanding a...
Let's deliver an amazing speech. What is the lowest thing we're dealing with? Fun happiness. So we need to put down some fun happiness stuff. Let's praise the capitalists, I guess. Blame no one. Promise nothing. Cars.
Presidente, the world thanks you. Your vigilance is important to freedom.
Nice.
My friend. They call me the broker. I guess I had another name once. But you know what names are good for? They're good for getting you arrested,
The tourists are coming, Presidente. It is truly amazing what some touch-up work on brochure photographs can do.
I hear that the animal species unique to the Cayo de Gasolina submarina are especially popular with visitors. The basking chub, the inverted turtle, the pitch black seal. A pitch black seal, you know, because it's just covered in oil. Tour revenues are exceedingly strong. Cool. Easy peasy. Next up, we need to set up the oil rig. So let's give it a bit of time and let's try and save up money for that. Lots of tourists just showed up, and we should try and get down a, what's it called, soon. How's this all looking? Not amazing. Let's go through, demolish up these. That's maxed out, good. Let's max this out. Good. Can we get the upgrades? We can. And with the next chunk of money, we should give it some time and then, what's it called, come over to here and set up both the oil rigs here to start extracting some money. I think they're 20k. That's a lot of money, by the way. Yeah, $20,000. So let's save for a bit. Souvenir shop is done. I don't think I even wanted to actually finish this one, so that was a bit of a waste of money, right? Yeah, it was. That's okay though. 168 tourists just left. Cool. While we're waiting for money, let's go and zoom in and check out our population. Things looking pretty good. All those tourists. So that's funny, the tourists show up. Oh, I wonder why they're here. There should be pretty much no reason for them to come visit this part of the island. I'm not sure what they're doing. But either way, it is pretty cool to see this many people all gathered in one little area. So we need 10k in the positive to build the next oil rig, so that will take a bit of time. Who's over here visiting this? Let's max out the budget. Change that to all you can drink. Demolish you.
I'm sure the good city.
I'm gonna vote freely. Yeah, there's almost no reason that anyone shouldn't vote for us. Getting things to go pretty well. I mean, we have money. We have a little bit at least. We can build some stuff like this. Just so there's not as many shacks around. Funfair Pier is done. Can change the work mode to extra round, so that's giving us 102 service quality, which is nice. 10k. 10k in the positive, so let's go build yet another one of these bad boys. Cool. There we go. Now we need is one more of those, and
It's a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
we just need one more and we'll be cruising along to the, hopefully the next little set of objectives for us to complete. Yeah, all those tourists left, so we weren't making that much money for a little bit, and then the next chunk of them showed up. And so now we're back to making some pretty good money. Urban development's ended, that's not good, never is. We need to export weapons. And we also need to focus a bit more on doing imports and whatnot. Could import a bunch of oil. I kind of want to have at least 2 up at all times. Could do 18,000 units of hides. I mean, it's just going to take so long to have that finished. Let's do it though. Research is cruising along. Are these getting full yet? Yes, they are. Cool. That's good to see. We could set up a little bus garage that goes like to where you work to, you know, like your little main home area. That could be kind of good. Police station's finished. Let's go and change the work mode on this to always on duty. Cool. Check crime safety on this little island here. Looking pretty good. We should probably set up another police station like right here so that the debuff from the dock isn't as bad. And we just want to make sure that the population is employed and they have homes. So a handful of... yeah, we just need jobs. That's like the major thing right now, but I do want to make sure we get this oil rig down before anything else. Let's max out the budget on these. Cool. Let's go have a look-sees around here. How are the rich doing? Oh wow, look how many tourists are there. This little area is looking pretty good. Nice little touristy bit of the island. That is a pretty good shot. All of our tenements full, they are. Should endeavor to fix that sometime relatively soon. Any new trade deals for food? That's like the major thing we want is food, food, food. Can import fish. Yeah, screw it, let's do another fish import. It's gonna cost a bit of money, but that'll be nice. Increasing the efficiency, the service quality of our groceries without us actually having to like do anything, so always pretty nice. And then we want to park up this like little beachfront area. Let's max out the service quality here. 113. Why is it so much? Theme park exploit, biological dig site, unofficial scavenging site. Just leave it as is. Yeah, so this was 88. It's continuing to go down because the pollution's going up. On top of that, we never changed it to pasture prohibition, but we might as well abuse it as much as possible until things inevitably fall apart. Even on ×4, it has taken us quite a bit of time to actually save up the money we need. We should hopefully make enough right here. Poised deposit. Not quite.
The palace announces today a new tax scheme allowing citizens to pay extra for preferential treatment during routine search and seizure actions. Sign up today!
Sign up today. Cool. So there's the last oil rig that we're gonna need. So let's go ahead and let that get built up. And we'll be in a pretty good spot, hopefully. Nice, what a nice little island. I really like it. I think everything's going pretty well. This is like a pretty cool looking plaza, I would say too. Can't zoom in too close, or otherwise the true nature of the buildings is on full display. But I really like this little plaza. Looks pretty nice. Continuing to make some pretty good money. Oh yeah, we need to focus on fun happiness.
Glass to a world crazy for oil, Presidente. We share a vision, you and I. We are resourceful. So let's export like mad.
We understand the gifts of the earth, Presidente. Nature has the deepest pockets after all. Resources are there to be claimed, and not just oil, coal, metals, radioactive materials. The most precious resource, Presidente, people. Okay, so we need to produce 1,000 oil, and we'll get a new export oil trade route with Venezuela. That seems pretty interesting. However, I really hope you guys enjoyed our little tourist and industrial exploits of this nice pristine little island here. Been pretty fun setting it all up, and yeah, I don't see us having any problems finishing this mission. It seems pretty easy. And so yeah, we'll just have to, I kind of want to do a bit more than I usually do for these series, but I also want to keep each series within a week. I feel like that's kind of a long time, but so yeah, there's like 7 more missions I think left to finish, and that's 7 whole weeks, so definitely want to get them done as soon as possible. And I also have other videos that I want to be uploading and stuff, so 3 Tropico videos every week, and 2 of them I'm going to sort of just try and spend around an hour on each of them, and then by the end of the week, no matter what, even if the finale is like 3 hours long, I'm just gonna get that one and upload that one however it comes out. So no matter what, every single week we will finish one entire mission, no matter what. But yeah, if you want to stick around for the 100% series, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.